Hey guys, Kevin, and welcome back to yet another beer review on the Hopcast. And today we have a special one for you. This is a vintage beer, fundamental summation from Bottle Logic, 2017, that I've had in the cellar for a while. This is a collaboration that they did with Three Sons Brewing. Three Sons Brewing is a brewery that is known for stouts such as the Lumberjack series, Lumberjack Breakfast, I think. And I might be completely wrong with that. I kind of forget. Man, I'm excited for this one. This is a barrel-aged Imperial Vanilla Coffee Stout. It's an Imperial Stout aged in bourbon barrels, finished with vanilla beans and Jamaican Blue Mountain coffee beans. And I love my Jamaican Blue Mountain coffee. So this is 13.8% alcohol by volume. And again, like I said, as you can see, it was released in 2017. It's got some food pairings on it. But before that, I'll get into the summary because Bottle Logic is nice with all these stasis project things. They always put like a nice description on here. It says, enter level 2 clearance. To aid in our quest for knowledge in beer, we continue to force zymological alliances with fellow innovators. Zymological alliances. Say that 5 times fast. The combination of the Summations, which is a beer that Three Sons does, legendary Jamaican Blue Mountain coffee beans, and the layered vanilla flavors of Fundamental Observation meet here as the pinnacle of the collaborative craft spirit and transmission. That's pretty epic. It's even got food pairings. It's fanacho. I don't know what that means. Coffee rubbed ribeye and beignets. That actually sounds pretty good. I don't know about coffee rubbed ribeye. I've never heard of anybody doing anything like that, but who am I to say? It's Mostra Coffee, Three Sons, and Bottle Logic in like a 3-way collaboration here. For those of you that don't know, Bottle Logic is a brewery out of Anaheim, California, and they're famous mainly for their stouts, and yeah, so I am pretty dang excited for this. Let's see if it says anything else about it online. This is a beer that's getting like a 4.63 on Untapped. Granted, I think of these as like legacy check-ins because, the older the beer is, it kind of seems like it's higher inflated. I don't know if that's the case here, but as better things come up, other things, kind of match up with it. This is like a perfect temperature too. I think it's like 45 to 55, actually more like 55 to 60 degrees, which I like my stouts a little warmer, so we shall see. Let's get right into it. Oh, my Lanta. Oh, man. That smells decadent. I've noticed, I was listening to somebody else's video. They said that like the best range to age a beer is between 2 to 3 years, and I'm starting to think that's true because the No Rules I had not too long ago was a 2017, and my gosh, that beer blew my pants off. All right, let's pour it, shall we? Just pour a little bit. Thin, almost no head at all, coming out on the pour. It's a viscous beer, but it's only it's 13.8%, so it's a beast. Swirl that around. Oh man, the coffee just meshes so well with the vanilla and the bourbon barrels. The trifecta mashing together just smells absolutely fantastic. It kind of reminds me of It Was All a Dream. If you guys have ever had or heard of that beer from J. Wakefield Brewing. I had that one not too long ago, and oh man, that was another phenomenal beer. But that also, I think, had Jamaican Blue Mountain coffee. It had coconut in it, though. Just syrupy, sweet mixture of the vanilla and the bourbon. The coffee is honestly kind of subtle, but I know what Jamaican Blue Mountain coffee smells like because I've had it. I've actually had it as a coffee only like once, but I've had it in beer so many times now that I can pinpoint the smell. Oh my gosh, this beer smells phenomenal. I'm spoiling myself here. This isn't even like a special celebration, so I don't know. Yeah, I could smell that all day. That is delicious. Let's go ahead and see what it tastes like. Moment of truth here. Wow. I need a minute. Dang. That is freaking amazing. I can't even contain myself on that one. Yep. That is phenomenal. The coffee really isn't there that much. The vanilla and the bourbon is strong. It reminds me of Fundamental Observation pretty heavily. I think it's the exact same beer, only with coffee added. But the coffee seems to have fallen off a little bit, which is a shame. Although I can't really say that because I've never had this beer fresh. It's a little thinner than I thought it would be. But I've noticed beers have a hard time maintaining their fudginess or their chewiness the older they get. They kind of thin out a little bit as the like the barrel aged the liquor from the barrel kind of mixes with the beer. I might be completely wrong, but this is just from past experience. I've had a lot of older Bourbon County beers, and that's kind of what I've noticed. Hmm. Yeah, that's dynamite right there. Aged so well. The coffee's a little more subtle than I would like it to be, but man, this is dang good. I'm gonna sip this for the rest of the night. I might call my neighbor over and have him try some because this is blowing my socks off. Delicious, silky smooth, aged wonderfully. The vanilla and the bourbon barrel character is just so syrupy, sweet, and delicious. I'm getting notes of like almost like syrup and some chocolate in the background. The coffee is kind of like a subtle bitterness on the end, and also that richness of the beans just kind of adds in there. Perfect beer for a special occasion. This is the only one I have, unfortunately, but man, I might want to get my hands on another one of these. This is dang good. Really happy that I opened this, and I got a couple other. I have a fundamental observation of the same year, 2017. I have a 2016 fundamental observation, and then I've got the 2018 Prairie Cave Complex and Jan the Radar, which I'm going to have to open soon as well. Bottle Logic makes some of my favorite stouts. I would say them and Prairie and Side Project, Angry Chair, yeah, probably up there, and Aslan as my top 5 favorite stout makers right now. Just absolutely delicious. My verdict on this, I'm going to give this guy a 5. This is rare. I think I've given a 5 to like less than 10 beers ever. But this thing is the coffee, the vanilla, the barrel, everything just meshes so brilliantly in this beer. And I think if I gave it anything less than a 5, I'd be kind of doing it a disservice. So yeah, if you have a bottle of this, drink it now. It's not going to get any better. And if you don't have a bottle of it and you want to get one, please do. I don't know what this is going for secondhand, probably like $150. That's my guess. I'm not telling you to pay that much for it, but if you can get it in a trade or something, definitely do so. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for me. Thanks for joining me again on an episode of the Hopcast, and I will catch you later.